Unveiling the Intricacies of Stock and Bond Markets. Hello, dear learners. Today, we're going to dive deep into an exciting world of business and finance vocabulary, focusing specifically on the stock and bond markets. Mastering this professional vocabulary will not only enhance your English language skills, but also provide a solid foundation for understanding complex financial concepts. The stock market is a place where buyers and sellers trade shares of publicly held companies. The term stock refers to shares of ownership in a corporation. These shares represent a claim on the company's assets and earnings. When you buy a stock, you're essentially buying a tiny piece of that company. Key terms in this section include bull market. This is when the stock market as a whole is in a prolonged period of increasing stock prices. A bull is a person who believes that prices will rise and hence, invests in anticipation of this rise. Bear market. This is the opposite of a bull market. It's when the stock market is in a prolonged period of falling stock prices. A bear is a person who believes that prices will fall and sells stocks in anticipation of this fall. IPO, initial public offering. This is when a company sells stocks to the public for the first time. Moving on to the bond market. This is where entities go to obtain very large loans. When stock shares are a small piece of ownership in a company, a bond, on the other hand, is a piece of debt. When you buy a bond, you are lending money to the issuer of the bond. Key terms in this section include yield, the income return on an investment, such as the interest received from holding a security. Maturity, the date on which the principal amount of a note, draft, acceptance bond, or another debt instrument becomes due and is repaid to the investor and interest payments stop. Default, failure to pay interest or principal on a loan or security when due. Finally, it's important to understand financial regulations. These are laws and rules enacted by the government to provide protection for consumers and ensure the stability and integrity of financial markets. Regulations influence what financial institutions such as banks can do, what information companies must disclose to investors, and how stock and bond markets operate. Key terms in this section include SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. This is the U.S. government agency that oversees securities transactions, activities of financial professionals and mutual fund trading to prevent fraud and intentional deception. Insider trading. This is the illegal practice of trading on the stock exchange to one's own advantage through having access to confidential information. And there we have it, a quick dive into the vocabulary of the stock and bond markets. I hope this video has given you a better understanding of these financial terms. Remember, learning is a continuous journey. Keep practicing and using these terms in your daily English conversations. Until next time, happy learning and investing.